Live on YouTube. Live, alive, well, ready to go. Let's make sure that the stream isn't private like yesterday. There we go. Public visibility. That's what you love to see, that public visibility. All right. We are ready for shoulder day, baby. We're gonna kill it. We are just gonna do so well today. There it is. First thing up. Eagle Prods, what's up, my man? Good to see you again, Eagle Prods. Welcome back. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for watching. Let's get you guys facing me on this television so I can read chat. That's pretty much the most important thing now, aside from me getting my fat ass in here and exercising. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. I'll get over to supplement corner in 1 second. Next thing I want to do is go wireless because I've got like 30 wires on the ground and I've already dropped my laptop once. All right, let's get these sups figured out. You already know. Y'all already know. Did I? I don't know if I did that. There we go. I'm wasting all the good songs during supplement hour. All right. I'm liking the four scoops of sugar. I think we're gonna continue on that until it proves us that we're wrong. Jace! Look at big Jace right there. How you doing, Mr. Jace? How was your day today, my man? Eagle Prods, how was your day today? I did not ask. So we're doing 20 grams of sugar. It's 4 scoops of sugar with our little 5-gram scooper. That is what we're doing. 10, 15, 20. And we're just doing pre-workout and intra-workout. Again, intra-workout means during the workout, within the workout. That's what intra means. Intra means within. So the shake that we're drinking within the workout. Both shakes get sugar. That's done. Both shakes get 5 grams of creatine. 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 Love me some creatine. Nice. And then we're gonna finish. We're not gonna put beta alanine in our intra workout today. We're not making that mistake twice. Eagle Prods, my day was great. Bo, how was yours? My day's been fantastic. Jace, mine was good. How was yours? Good to hear you both had a good day today. That's very good, actually. We're doing 2 scoops of amino acids, not 1. We're doing 2. My day's great. I got really good sleep last night. I did not stream Fortnite last night, guys. Sorry, I was walking dead. It's going to be really hard for me on back day and leg day to do Fortnite ranked streams afterwards because I'm just so drained. So we're going to try to figure that out. Or those are just going to be gym-only stream days. But I'm still, I still want to stream the gym 5 to 7 days, or the Fortnite ranked, 5 to 7 days a week. But today is like high of 55 degrees and it's really cloudy. Those are my favorite days out here in the desert of Phoenix, Arizona. So those are my favorite kind of days. And today's one of those days. We don't get very many of them out here, unfortunately. So I'm a happy camper with that. All right, so pre-workout. Starting with the base is just cold brew coffee. And then I've got 20 grams of sugar in there. I've got 5 grams of creatine, and now we're gonna start adding the things that make a pre-workout a pre-workout. First thing we're gonna add is beta-alanine. You guys should already know beta-alanine and creatine mix and form a new amino acid compound. I believe it's called carnosine. That's gonna increase your muscle endurance. It's also gonna your muscles can flex harder when you have that in your body. And I think we're gonna up the beta alanine pretty soon because I'm not feeling itchy from it anymore. Next is gonna be betaine. Betaine is alkalizing. Your body's a gigantic swimming pool. You're either acidic or you're alkalinic. If you're acidic, that means your body's not digesting anything. If you're alkalinic or alkaline, that means that you are in absorption state, which is good. All right, and the last amino acid we're gonna take is citrulline malate. That is for a pump. That's so you get a good pump in your muscles. You can use arginine. I would recommend using citrulline malate instead. Hold on, Bo. I have to go wash dishes. I'll be back. My man doing chores for his parents. You love it. That's awesome, Jace. Good man. Better you guys get at that stuff. In the future, your life gets so easier. I wish I had done that kind of stuff when I was younger. Pretty much grew up in a pigsty. No one cleaned in my house. Both my parents worked full time though, so I'll give them one break. All right, now we're doing food energy, whey protein and casein protein. We're gonna do these at the end of the workout, guys. We're gonna do it at the end of the workout for recovery and to replace, not to replace, but to build muscle. But for right now, we're gonna use it as energy. The casein, or the whey protein that I just put in is gonna be quick energy. By the time we're done stretching, we're gonna be using that. And this casein is gonna get us through the end of the workout, around, exercise 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it is. That's gonna give us longer sustained energy afterwards. And that is your first 2 shakes that we're making. What kind of music do you listen to? I listen to a mix of everything, my man. Now, we're all products of our time. I'm a millennial, so I was your guys' age in like the late 90s, early 2000s. So most of the music that I like is from the 90s, the 2000s, and then last decade, the 2010s. And I listen to everything. So I would say my favorite type of music is emo and screamo. I like alternative rock from the 90s, the 2000s, Breaking Benjamin, Foo Fighters, 3 Doors Down. I have all of those on this mix, but I also like a lot of rap and hip hop too. I like Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, David Guetta, more poppy stuff too, like Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande. I got it all on here, man. Fall Out Boy, love Fall Out Boy. Who else did I have? Pierce the Veil, one of my favorite bands, period. But that's my music right there. I really like, maybe it dates me and makes me seem like a dinosaur, but I like stuff from those time periods. That's my favorite type of music. Thank you for asking. What type of music do you listen to, Eagle Prods? What's your favorite type of music? I like The Weeknd from, I have a couple of his songs on my mix for this gym mix that I have right now. Eventually what I'm gonna start doing is including that type of information on the stream. I mean, it would be great if I could play it, then I would use speakers and not headphones. But until that day comes, what I can do is I can just put my Spotify on my computer, and then I can put the song as like a running tab at the bottom. Oh man, what a leg day yesterday, guys. That was one of the best lifts. Great way to start off 2026, and definitely one of the best leg days I've had in a very, very long time. Love it. You love to see it. All right, let's do that. Let's angle it down because we will be down. We're not going to do as long as we did yesterday, but I do want to get some leg stretches in just because we did legs yesterday. I think that's really important. You have to understand the process of when your muscles are sore, when your muscles are tired, the day after, 2 days after. What you want to do is stretch so you can break apart, it's scabs, your muscle scabs, because you're putting microscopic tears into the muscle. That's how the muscle grows. That's what lifting is all about. It's about breaking apart muscle. The official word for it is called hypertrophy. It's literally hyper and then the word trophy. Hypertrophy. So what we are gonna do is break apart some of the stuff that we, some of the scabs that are on our legs. Those internal scabs that we have. You like 2020's rap? Nothing wrong with that, my man. I guess that's where I'm turning into an old guy. I don't know how you listen to it. I don't know how you listen to like Dr. Dre or Eminem or Snoop Dogg or 50 Cent or, I mean, I gotta say, the GOAT is Kanye. Kanye is probably one of my, Graduation's one of the best albums I've ever heard in my entire life. I think Kanye truly is a genius. And his music is so amazing. But I don't know how you listen to rap from the 2000s and the 2010s, and you listen to 2020's rap. It's, my opinion is, it's not rap. It's something completely different. It all sounds the same. But I'm not hating. You like what you like. Who knows? Maybe in 5 years I'll like it. But it feels like there's less effort into it. The lyrics don't feel as deep. That's why I like Kanye. Kanye's not... That was my problem a lot with gangster rap in the late 90s and early 2000s. And why I like Kanye so much. Because Kanye raps about his emotions and his feelings. And he doesn't rap about being a gangster. He raps about wanting to improve his quality of life, falling in love, difficulties and struggles making albums. Like... And more like Dr. Dre and... Snoop Dogg are talking about, you know, committing crimes and stuff. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not gonna lie, the rap music now is very hard to understand. I just have a high preference for it. Well, yeah, sure, because you're growing up with it. And I think that music also, you know, you'll learn this as you get older. Music's a time machine. So when there's a new song out, it'll bring you, it's just like a Fortnite season. You know, it's like, seeing Chapter 3 really reminds me of 2022. When I see Chapter 4, that reminds me of 2023. Chapter 5, 2024. Chapter 6 reminds me of last year. Music that you listen to will remind you of ages that you were and, you know, what you were doing, what was going on, and what you were feeling at that time. Perfectly normal. But I just think if you're gonna listen to music and measure it objectively, number one, I do agree with you. 2020's rap is super hard to listen to, or not listen to, but understand. And if you can't like for me, lyrics have always been really, really important, especially when, you know, I like emo and screamo, obviously more emotional music. When you're listening to music like that, you know, you want to understand what the hell they're talking about and what they're saying. Which, I'm going to tell you, I think 2020's rap, they do that on purpose. I think they do a lot of that stuff on purpose. Because they don't want you knowing what they're talking about. Because they're talking about bad stuff. Bro. So sore, dude. I'm going to try to zoom through this, though. I don't want to be on here for 2.5 hours again. I'd like to be out in 1 hour and 30. Go hit the sauna, hit the cold plunge, take a shower, and then just... I've already got my thumbnail made. I've already got my stream title. I've already got all that good stuff. Just need to get on, optimize both of my PCs, and then go from there. This is going to be dangerous. I don't know if I want to... If you're going to do it close to you then, Bo. Yeah, we'll just do this one right here. Ooh, I'm stretching my hips right now. My hips. First of all, your hips are your shoulders of your legs. My hips genetically are very tight. And I just did legs yesterday. So just like when you do... Today is shoulder day. There is no hip day. There could be, though. And I'll probably get into that. The better in shape I get, I'll probably add a second leg day to the week when I'm not like so debilitatingly sore afterwards. But your hips are going to be very sore after leg day. Like I said, the same way your shoulders are sore after chest day. Or even when you do back, your rear deltoids. It's impossible. Your rear delts and your traps, which we're working out today, it is impossible. It's impossible to work out your back without without working out those muscles. Three Days Grace, I'm listening to them right now. I got about 4 or 5 of their songs on. They're good, not my favorite, but like I Hate Everything About You. See, you want to talk about lyrics? You want to talk about lyrics, Eagle Prods? That is awesome. Yeah, man, I agree with Kanye. I really like how he says what he thinks and not what other people think. Dude, you're speaking my language, Eagle Prods. Speaking my language, bro. I love Kanye. And I discovered the Graduation album in 2019 when I was living by myself in New York City. My wife was living in Denver. We were in the process of moving. And I swear to God, my life just felt like a comic book or like a movie come to life. And that was the soundtrack, was that album, Graduation. Like everything, the air smelled different. Getting off the subway felt different. Everything just felt so vibrant and colorful and amazing. Orion, what's up, Orion guy? How you doing? How was your day today, my man? How was school today, Orion guy? Good to see you, my man. Sorry I didn't shout you out. I'm having this deep conversation with Eagle Prods about the music we like. He asked me earlier. Money Makes Life, what's up, my man? How you doing, brother? How was your day today? What's up, guys? I love you guys coming to the gym streams. That's so freaking cool. Thank you so much, guys. And I promise I'm Fortnite streaming tonight. I promise you that. Unless something unforeseen happens. Last night, I was sitting at the computer. I was ready to go, and I was like, dude, I do not feel it at all right now. Wow, that hurt. Oh, my school day was good. Nice, man. I saw you playing Fortnite. Money Makes Life. How you doing, brother? Are you on the rank grind? What are you doing in Fortnite? I saw you playing, though, grinding. I love seeing that. Everyone's all into Arc Raiders right now. That game is so boring. I think extraction games are so stupid, where literally it's like, oh, I'm excited that I got loot. Like, ugh. I don't know. I think Fortnite is still the best. And guys, we got a big update on Friday. The South Park update's finally coming in. And we get the gulag. We're getting a gulag in Fortnite, supposedly. That is what the rumors are. What time you gonna be streaming until tonight? Well, I would say the Fortnite stream will start in about 2.5 hours. And maybe 3. And I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'll be streaming until, probably midnight my time, and it's 4 p.m. right now. So I'll end my stream probably 6 to 8 hours from now. Yeah, South Park, it's gonna be awesome. Malachi or Malachi. Malaki? What's up? Oh, TJ! What's up, TJ? How you doing, brother? How are you? How's your back feeling, bro? How's that foam roller treating you? I don't like this. I gotta change something. Hold on. Oh, dude, my legs are so flippin' sore. All right. We had right foot forward. We're about to connect at the bottom. Oh, this is a good stretch for you, TJ, for your lower back. Get in a stance like this, where you have one leg front, one knee in back. Take your back arm, come behind your back leg. Take this hand, come in between your legs. I didn't just say that. And join them. Do it on both sides. So one with your leg forward, with right leg forward, left leg back, and then switch it. That's a really good back stretch. The foam roller is my best friend now. Thanks to Bodie's, my back's almost good, my man. Oh, it brings a tear to my eye, dude. Like I said, if personal training made the same money as what I do now, I would do it. It wouldn't even be a thought or a question. I would do it. I love the personal training. I love helping people. I love passing. And that's what it is. I'm just passing on the knowledge that other teachers passed on to me, a lot of times in a better, more succinct way, and I'm just trying to be as good as them, and I'm trying to pass on the knowledge. And when my Fortnite knowledge becomes noteworthy or knowable, which I feel like it's getting there, we'll be making a free Fortnite guide, starting with your we're going to take you through everything I know. Absolutely through everything. So, I should do this stretch while I'm here too. Orion, let's go. Eagle Prods. Bo, I've been watching you for a good while now, and I'm kind of considering getting a membership. My man! Well, if you get a membership, I think the membership is $6.99, and if you get a membership, I'll buy you a skin for 12 to 1,500 V-Bucks. So you essentially get your money refunded to you plus like an extra $2 or $3. I think 1,500 V-Bucks is like $13.50. So something in it for me, something in it for you, we all win. You just gotta remind me, I've got a sheet of all my members and who I've bought stuff for. Oh, you're talking about music, I got NSYNC on now. That's my little secret, which I guess is not secret anymore. Because it reminds me of 8th grade. It reminds me of my freshman, sophomore, and junior year of high school. We were talking about how music is like a platform to time travel to different times in your life. Lots of different things. Reminds me of bullies, reminds me of girls being mean, reminds me of being young and not so jaded like I am now. Lots of things. Ugh. Holy crap. Look at TJ being the salesman. Money Makes Life, it's $5.55 for you. My man. All right, so you are in East Coast. Nice, dude. So I have to leave the stream soon for dinner. Well, hey, man, pop back on during the Fortnite stream. Let us know what delicious grub you got. Money Makes Life. Orion, let's go. You got this. Love the positivity, Orion. I swim in it like a fish swims in water, bro. I love it. Your encouragement is crucial to my success. Thank you so much, dude. TJ, it's an amazing deal if you want your money close to doubled. My man, TJ. Salesman of the month. You will get in the best shape of your life. Thank you, Orion. But I almost got knocked out today. Never had my jaw rocked before. The dude I fought is 6'3 and a half, 210, and jacked. His wingspan is close to mine as well. What are you doing fighting, TJ? Is this at the gym? Fights are really stupid, dude. Which I understand. It's like it's like telling someone who likes sugar, don't walk into a candy store. You know, you're bigger than everybody else. And intimidating everyone else is probably super easy for you, but I'm gonna tell you, I have not been in a fight. I've been close to fighting 2 times since I graduated high school. And I have not hit anyone in the face since like middle school or in high school. I came really, really close when I was 29, and guess what? That's when I was like the strongest I was. I was 250, and this really big guy was wrestling with one of my little buddies, and he knocked his beer out of his hand and cut his hand. So I took my beer bottle and shattered a glass in his hand and got in his face. I'm real lucky because that guy was with another big guy and they could have whooped the frickin' crap out of me. Fighting's stupid though, guys. Fighting is really, really flippin' dumb. My advice to all of you, do not fight. Fighting's so dumb. Avoid it as much as you can. My dad was a military guy, and my dad knew how to fight. And he would always tell me, he goes, don't do it. Don't get in fights. Because A, you never know how many people you're fighting, number one. And number two, especially nowadays, you don't know what kind of weapons people have. That guy could have a knife, he could have a gun, he could come back and try to even the score. The bigger man walks away. Gold's Gym, I won 5 rounds out of 7. I like boxing, but we did kickboxing. Okay, so you were boxing. You weren't, okay. Okay, so you were boxing. That puts it in a much different context. I'm glad it wasn't on the basketball court and it was someone talking trash or someone playing dirty. I saw a kid's jaw get broken one time at my LA Fitness on the basketball court. And I knew the kid that got his jaw broken from the gym, but the kid that broke his jaw was actually a buddy of mine from high school. He was a scary dude. He was a tall, skinny guy, but it's not the size of the fight in the dog. Or it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. Not the dog in the fight. All right, we're gonna foam roll, front of the hips and the quads right now. Holy crap, dude. Oh my God. This is why people aren't in shape. Because it'd be way easier for me to just say, I'm gonna go sit down in front of my computer and do like a 10-hour Fortnite stream. Nope. What's the hard thing? The hard thing's coming in here, stretching out your sore legs, doing shoulders, doing sauna and cold plunge, and then playing Fortnite. That's the harder thing. Oh. Ugh. Eagle Prods, I swear, brother, I get to the point where I'm gonna fight at college football games. People don't care about other people, it's wild. That's why I don't go out in public, Eagle Prods. I'll never go to a sporting event. It's hard for me to even go to the grocery store. I'm not kidding you. And it's not just young people. You know what's funny? My biggest problem is with boomers. Old people, people my parents' age. They're so disrespectful and in their own world and don't understand that the world has changed literally in front of them. And they had life so easy. And they act like they had it so hard. I swear to God, I almost knock out a 60-year-old person every day. And see, I got no problem saying stuff, but just know if you run your mouth to someone, there's a possibility they'll run it back or they'll do something else. Luckily, in my case, I'm not picking the biggest guy and running my mouth to him, but that's why I do my groceries on pickup. I don't go to sporting games anymore. I don't go out to bars anymore. I do go out to restaurants occasionally, but everyone's pretty chill at restaurants. But yeah, dude, sporting events, everyone's drunk, everyone's rooting for their team. I remember I went on a date with my ex-girlfriend when I was 24 years old. We went to a Phoenix Suns game, and Kobe Bryant was in town. They were playing the Lakers, and there were a bunch of Los Angeles people behind me and my date talking, and we were dressed in Suns stuff, and they were dressed in Lakers stuff, because a lot of people from California leave California and move to Phoenix, because Phoenix is way cheaper, more affordable, less crime, less traffic, pretty much better in almost every single way except weather. And they're talking crap. And it's like, dude, if I was there with one or two of my buddies, I would have turned around and done something. But it's for that exact reason. I don't like going to sporting events. That, the long lines, the crowds, the crappy food, the fact that the best seat for any sport is on your couch in front of the television. Ooh, right there. But I hear you, Eagle Prods. Oh, Ryan, let's go. You got this. TJ, yeah, I like boxing. My dad was the fighter. He hated it, but he just was a guy who couldn't take disrespect. He is the only guy I'm scared of. My dad was the only guy I was scared of for a long time. And then I saw my dad disrespect my mother And I got in my dad's face and I said, make the first move, and he never did. He was too afraid. My dad's only like 5'9" or 5'10", and he's very little. I'm a lot bigger. I'm a lot bigger than my dad. A lot bigger. But I was scared of my dad my whole life. My whole life I was scared of my dad. My dad's military trained. And as you guys probably can guess, military people are trained to kill. So that always stuck in my mind. Fighting's dumb though. Another reason why fighting is a stupid idea. How are we doing right here? We gotta angle this camera up. Money makes life. I'm having chicken, rice, and beans for dinner. Nice, dude. 20 people in here. Let's go. Yeah, when I was 16, I made the regretful choice of telling my dad to try something, and he most definitely did, and I got launched through the hallway. He's a very good man, though I was just being a teen. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. That's hilarious, dude. I feel like all of us guys, you know, if we are lucky enough to have our fathers in our lives. I had mine in the first half, and then he checked out. I didn't have any relationship with my dad after about 16 years old, but yeah, that's one of the first lessons that you learn is dad's scary. Dad's not someone to be messed with, for sure. Let's go, Orion. Yes, sir. This is crazy, man. The performance of the gym stream versus the Fortnite stream is really starting to become noticeable. There's a gap now. What are we? We're not even. We're like 30 minutes through stretching. We already have half the views we would have on a Fortnite stream in 30 minutes. It's crazy. Oh my God! And the view duration's up too. We're at 2 minutes. That's freaking great, guys. Let's go. Thank you for sticking around. Those of you that are. That's awesome. Anyone watching? Anyone lurking? Don't be a stranger. Even though I might not look like it, I was a personal trainer for most of my young life. You got any questions? I'll bet you 1,000 V-Bucks I can answer them. I still keep up with current research, even though most of the good studies done in exercise science. You know what's funny? I'll say this about information back in the day versus now. I feel like all the good weight training information has really been out there since the late 70s. Because if you really think about it, when you're talking exercise science, it is a science. And with science, there's a word that I think of, which is proof of something working. It's called efficacy, long-term efficacy. We know from like Arnold Schwarzenegger's day that lifting weights is healthy and good for you. And I would say very little has changed. I mean, you don't go as deep in a squat, and you don't do shoulder raises over your shoulder and all that stuff. Like, I feel like that science is all really old. The new science that's coming out is not about how to break apart muscle. It's how to heal it faster naturally without PEDs. So like sauna, cold plunge, cryo, heat therapy, like all these different therapies to cupping. Cupping is another huge one. That wasn't around when I was a kid. I remember my brother when he got drafted, and he came back from Dodgers camp, and he had this whole cupping kit. And I'm like, what the hell is this? He's like, oh yeah, this helps your muscles. I'm like, bro, there's no way. Sure enough, they've got like 5 and 10 years on it now where it's actually very helpful. So I feel like those are like the major breakthroughs that we've had in science in the last, at least exercise science in the last couple years. TJ Bo, you have seriously helped me out a lot. My back pain is like a 2 out of 10. Nice, dude. Mobility is 7 out of 10, and my shoulder hasn't popped out in like a month. Let's go, dude. That is awesome, TJ. That is awesome. You motivate me too, my man. You all do. Each and every one of you, just by watching, I don't think you guys realize you're helping me, but you are. Each and every one of you helps me just by watching the stream. You're holding me accountable. I'm the type of person where, like, if no one's watching me, I'm not going to do very well. I thrive under attention, so if people are watching, like when I play Fortnite by myself, I don't play as well. When I lift weights by myself, I don't do drop sets. I don't push myself as hard. And I've known that about myself for like easily a decade now. So, you know, you guys are helping me so much. I would not. What are we on? We're on day 14 now. 14th workout. And I have not, all of my workouts have been in front of you guys. So, oh my God. Ooh, so I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Eagle Prods, Bo. I know this is kind of random, but I was just wondering how you felt about the Maduro capture. Oh, talking about politics. I guess I feel comfortable saying this. I never voted for Trump, but I definitely am more on the conservative side, but I am not a Republican. I've never voted for Trump. You know what's funny? I stopped voting after I voted for George Bush. I did that when I was 18 when I was in high school, and I did it because both my parents told me to do it. And his second administration, that was his second administration. This is in 2000 and what had to be 3. So yeah, it was the 04 election I voted in. And he just lied. And I feel like Trump's first term, I mean, there's so many things I want to say right now. I'll just say this. Promises made, not promises kept. That type of crap pisses me off. Because they say it's about drugs and it's about fentanyl and stuff. The fentanyl's not coming from Venezuela. The fentanyl's coming from China going into Mexico. And it's not even true fentanyl. It's just the precursors for it. China sends the ingredients from their country. They drop it off the coast of Mexico. They synthesize it, turn it into fentanyl in Mexico, and then they cross the border with it. So I think if we were really serious about narco-terrorism and we were serious about the war on drugs, we would take out the cartels. And remember, I'm born and raised on a border state. And I have many friends that are in the services that say they have seen worse human atrocities on the border of Arizona and Mexico and Texas and New Mexico and Mexico. They've seen more messed up stuff on that border than they've seen in Afghanistan, Iraq, and everywhere else. So if they were really serious about solving problems, they would have gone after the cartels. To me, this feels like Saddam Hussein, and it feels like Omar Gaddafi. Omar Gaddafi from Libya. It feels exactly like that. Where we're gonna find out in 6 months to a year. Oh no, and not to mention Venezuela is one of the most oil-rich countries in the entire world. So I don't think it's about drugs. I don't like Trump. Trump's a liar. Trump was a Democrat up until like 2012 or 2011. He was pro-abortion. He was pro a lot of things, and then he just changed his tune. I think he's an actor. He's not the first actor we've had as president. And I didn't think that president was very good either, now that I know more about him, Reagan. Really, and that's why I don't vote, and that's why I'm independent, because I just think, at South Park, we're coming up on the South Park release. South Park characterizes every U.S. election very perfectly. You have a choice between a douche and a turd sandwich. Neither option's good. Nothing's gonna change and nothing's gonna improve. And it hasn't in my lifetime. I'll be 41 in February. Nothing's changed. Things have just progressively gotten worse and worse and worse, and I just think that's the road that we're down right now. Those are my thoughts on Maduro. Sorry to get you into that. I was just curious. Yeah, no, I'm not happy about that. Put it that way. I think it's bull. I think it's baloney. Buddy voted for George Bush. Lol, wow. I don't remember a president other than Obama. Yeah, Obama was a bad president. I would say Obama was the worst president in United States history. And then Joe Biden was like, hold my beer. Where's Clinton? Let's get Clinton back in here. Country was doing real good under Clinton. He just had all those scandals. I like Clinton though. Even though Clinton is a complete piece of trash too, but yeah, I've been very political for a long time, and that's why I'm not political at all anymore. I don't even watch the news anymore. I don't do any of that stuff. All right, let's do. So those are my thoughts on politics. There's nothing you can do to change it, so why follow it? Wasn't JFK a really good guy and a president? Well, he cheated on his wife with Marilyn Monroe, so I don't know that I would put JFK, and then RFK, I think he'd be his brother is RFK's brother, so that's his nephew. RFK's been caught sending bad text messages to women, like cheating. But yeah, JFK was supposedly a good guy and wanted the best for us. My favorite quote from JFK is that secret societies should be repugnant in a nation and in a society of freedom and democracy. Wish we don't. Just gotta stop, man. I'm telling. I could talk about this stuff, guys, for 8 hours right now, easily. Maybe someday I will. It seems like a zero-sum game. No change happens. Nothing happens with anything. And I have a video game channel. I have a video game channel about Fortnite. That is, because that's fun. The video games is fun. That is, I think that's what the internet, at least for me, it's escapism. I want to escape. I want to forget about the fact that, supposedly the politicians work for us, and yet nothing we want done is done. Oh my God, there's so many things I could say right now. And you guys will find out. Once I become a full-time streamer, I'll let you guys know what I do for a living. Because I've seen it all. Oh, shoot, dude. Holy, left trap right now. This one. Man. Oh. Little dynamic stretch. Eagle Project from Alabama. I love Alabama, dude. Here in Alabama, it's mostly conservative, but we have a few liberals. I love Alabama. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If Alabama did not have the Twisters, because my dad's from Kentucky, and when I went to my grandmother's funeral, that's all they talked about was how fearful she was of those damn tornadoes. And I used to live, Eagle Prods, I lived in Panama City Beach, and I worked in Panama City. So I actually, Dothan, Alabama. I took a lot of work from Dothan, Alabama. And when we left, because we were living there during COVID, and we had to evacuate and leave because there was no work, and we didn't have a lease, and we didn't have a house or anything. We were just staying in like a timeshare rental, Airbnb type of situation. We drove through Alabama. We drove through the whole thing. We saw Birmingham, and then we saw, forgive me, I forget what the furthest north city is. Alabama's gorgeous. It seems so peaceful, so serene. It feels a lot like 1950s America, what I imagine it's like. I would move there in a second if it wasn't for those Twisters. And for the hurricanes. And I guess also the humidity. As I said before, you got this, let's go. Oh, Ryan. Just start calling you Algo. Algo Orion. Algo Ryan. Algo Ryan. Well, sounds like Al Gore. Another fantastic politician. Not. They're all bad. None of them are good. I'm on no one's side. I'm on the American people's side. Which it seems like not a lot of people are. Dude, did I really put my freaking dumbbell on top of this cable? For the camera? Bro, I'm just selling right now. I think we can get into our position like this. TJ, I lived in St. Louis, Missouri for 3 months. When I was 10 or 11, I think, had to go out there with my aunt. She used to say the storms were bad there too, but I never experienced one at all. Oh, yeah, dude. Man, I'm telling you, it is so peaceful, but the only problem is sometimes you can get bored. How do you get bored with the internet, my man? If you got fiber internet and you can get, I mean, you're not that higher. Your ping's probably the same as mine. You're probably running like 20 or 30 ping in Fortnite there, because you're either trying to connect to the server in Florida, which is south in Florida, or you're trying to connect to the server in Texas, which is 2 states over, right? You got Mississippi, and then you got Louisiana, right? Am I right there? Mississippi. Now I gotta look at a damn map. All right, shoulders done. Now you can finally get to lifting. I've been doing that warm-up routine since I was in my 20s. So it's not an old person thing. It's a necessary thing. Where's my damn phone? I gotta look up the geography of this country. My 5th grade teacher, Sister Josine, Mean Josine. She'd slap my hand with the ruler right now. I grew up in a different time, my man. Catholic school, the nuns were real mean. They'd pinch you. They'd frickin' slap you on the wrist, on the head. Woo, it was rough. I hated Mean Josine. Oh, I was right! Let's go! I was right! I said you had to go through Mississippi and Louisiana. You know it. Save your ruler for someone else, Josine. Bo D's knows his geography. You will get in the best shape of your life. Thank you, Orion. I'm just going to keep saying it. Oh, TJ, are you on? Are you on, TJ? Yeah, you're on. Yo, if I was a kid and a nun pinched me, I probably would have smacked her. All right, here is a photo of what I used to look like. This is not my six-pack. It gets better, but that was me 10 years ago. That was January. Here, my abs are a little bit more ripped there. Well, that's the difference between 30 and 40, my man. And then I started getting like really, really thin. I was really thin there. And then I got, this is me at my absolute thinnest. My chest is gone, my shoulders are gone, everything's gone. I'm ripped in the stomach, but my arms are gone, my shoulders are gone, my chest is gone. And that's natural. That's what happens. That's how I know all these lying MFers on steroids. Because they're ripped, and yet they keep everything else. And it's like, I dieted for 3 years. The same diet that you guys do, doing the same exercises as you guys do. My strength went down, my size went down, everything went down, dude. Gerardo Santoyo, what's up, my man? Why is this out of focus, bro? Come on, focus up. Yeah, I look like I have a small boat now in my stomach area, which is why we're not doing Fortnite right now, which is why we're doing this. We got to earn that Fortnite session. Just think, in like 3 months, when it says day 100. All right. How's the camera look? Bro! We are so out of focus. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Out of focus. This camera has been dropped a few too many times. The last thing I heard. Oh, a little skillet? By the way, that's how old Fortnite is. Those photos that I just showed you guys, the next year Fortnite was released. Manny! What's up, Manny? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, hold on. Let me read what Eagle Prod said. Eagle Prods. You know, I have a story that is pretty tough to share. We had a tornado come through my area. You can look it up. It was the Beauregard tornado. But man, I had some friends that passed and it changed me. Dude, I am so sorry to freaking hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. It was an F5. That's the biggest one, right? That's the biggest ones they've recorded is F5, right? That's what that movie Twister was about. TJ, dang, dude, I thought these were gonna be those typical ab pictures with the 4-pack, not Mr. Olympia. Gotta see you back in shape, you'll be crazy. Camera not focused. And then we got Manny in the chat. Eagle Prods, it was rough. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That is crazy. Manny, hats up, Orion. Get that hat up, Orion. Manny, how have you been? I've been great, my man. How have you been? Tired as crap. I was at work since 2 a.m. and I just got off work and I'm ready to get home and take a shower. I bet, dude. I bet. Working man. Working man, man. That's why your name's Manny, bro, because you're a man at 16, bro. Well, thank you for sharing part of your day with us, Manny, even though it's busy and you're working your butt off. That's awesome. How do you rewind? That's how you rewind. You go the opposite gesture as fast forward. Let's see how this feels. I have a feeling this is gonna be light. Yep. Yeah. But I mean, I was pretty thin 3 years ago. So you can see some of my abs, nothing crazy like that. All right. First working set. We got this, guys. It's freaking kick ass today, dude. Looking at those pictures, I feel like so bad about myself. Oh. That was good. Although, trust me, I recognize my shoulders are as strong as my legs. That can't happen. I gotta get my squat up, man, for sure. Just glad you're here. Glad to have you here, Manny. Oh, dude. All right, it's time for the intra workout shake. And I like this new little routine that we do where I pour some into here just to get the rest of the subs in here. There's still good stuff in here. If I showed you the inside of this protein bottle, you'd probably all want to vomit. Oh, dude, the camera came out of focus because I was holding my phone up to it. Duh. Let's get it. We'll do 5 at that weight. And we'll do the same drop we did before for legs. So we'll do 3. After this we have shrugs. Shrugs for the traps. It's probably one of my favorite muscle groups is traps. Probably gonna take a shower and then get my midterms done, then eat something nice, my man. Productive and responsible. You love to see it. Oh, I just gotta keep telling myself these are the fun times. This is the fun time, the work, the change. Everything's gonna be different soon. And I'll look back. Same with Fortnite. You know, my goal is to be like typical gamer or clicks in a pub where you're bored because it's so easy to win. And I'm gonna tell you, those photos I showed earlier in the stream, getting there was a lot more fun than being there, which is why I gave it up. And I wasn't this big, I was close to this big when I started in 2013 on my birthday. So like a couple days after, like the 15th or 16th of February of 2014, I was this big. And the pictures I showed you were in January of 2016. Not the last one. The last one of me skinny, that was May of 2016. I had dieted way too much. Way too much. Everyone told me that. I didn't want to listen. I didn't want to give up my six-pack. I knew if I bulked, I'd give it up. I loved my six-pack, man. I still miss it. Man, when I get it back, I'm not taking it for granted this time. I wonder if it's going to be harder or easier now, knowing what I know. And if it'll take me longer or less time. Shut up and lift, Bo. Ugh. That's good. I could do more. I don't want to push myself though, like too crazy. All right, so that's 3 sets. We went 8, 5, 5. 8 reps on the first one, 5 reps on the second and third. Now, I'm gonna do a drop set with the same weight that we had in the first. I think this is slightly lighter. Let's go. Oh. Can't let those photos discourage me. They gotta be encouraging. It's not like I just discovered fire because lightning struck. I knew what I was doing. And I went from heavy to light. It's not like going light to going ripped. If anything, I should look better this time. Honestly and seriously. My muscle is more mature, so I've reached full muscle maturity now. While recovery is not there, youth is still there. Muscle shape is still there. There are plenty of Mr. Olympias that compete in their 40s. So all I have to do is get my strength back. Strength back will mean the muscle is back, and then we slowly go down instead of doing it really abruptly like I did then. This song's not. This is a good drop set song right here. Seven, not bad. So this set, we're probably looking for 5 to 6. And then the third set is gonna be 3s. Let's get back into this. Let's go. Ah! Ah! Oh, fudge. Oh. You guys know why barbells are my favorite piece of equipment now? You put me on a desert island, said you could have one thing. I'd say give me the barbell and the plates. I don't need any machines. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, bro. Now movement, I'm sure all you football players are familiar with, that I want to start getting into, but we're not there yet, is a clean. Not a clean and jerk, just a clean. Maybe I'll do a couple right now, see how it feels. Here's your clean right here. Maybe next week. Shrugs. This is just a warm up. Oh, bro. Surgery shoulders. Tight today. It's raining, Bo. I used to never feel that. Feels more AC. Ooh, it's tight. Whoever spamming those hearts, thank you. I might do a drop of this too. I used to use 8 plates on this. 8 45s. I could do it. I could. Gave me a really strong core. So I could deadlift 500. Which isn't even a big deal anymore. I feel like everyone can deadlift 500 now. Maybe instead of getting a 360 rotational camera, we set up 2 different cameras, and I set it on a loop where every 3 seconds it goes from a side profile to like either corner or back. Let's just do 3. Still feeling a little bit vulnerable. No drops. Just drops on the first. Now that tightness has gone away. Maybe I should do dumbbell next time. Dumbbell press. My shoulder's not ready. I don't know. Well, let's see. Tomorrow's gonna be arm day. That'll be nice. If I do anything gym on Friday, probably just be abs and stretching. Side raises, I'm done with these. Hey Junior, what's up man? Thank you for watching that short, I appreciate it brother. Good to see you bro. Man, it's crazy how overtly demonic and satanic Breaking Benjamin is. Really is. What song am I listening to right now? This is Breaking Benjamin, Angels Fall. This is clearly satanic. It's insane. It's such a good song though. Am I crazy to think that I can take that dark energy and convert it into the light? It's like if someone had a podcast or someone was talking about me publicly and being disparaging or saying bad things, me listening to it and just letting it motivate every rep that I do, turning a negative into positive. I think it's positive, or I think it's possible. Ugh. When all is lost and daylight ends, I'll carry you and we will live forever. They're not talking about up there, they're talking about down there. The sun begins to rise, morning star, and wash away the sky. The turning of the tides. I wonder which tides are turning. These are side raises, guys. One of my favorite exercises. Your medial deltoid, the side. If you want a big side presence, this is one of the exercises you need to do. 6 months, I'm gonna look so much different. I want to, I need to, I have to. I have to, man. Have to, man. Have to. You just gotta stay consistent. It's my biggest fear. My fear is not what I'm doing is gonna work. I know it works. My fear is that I'm gonna not be consistent. I cannot let that happen. That's why you guys are here. That's why you guys are here with me. You guys keep me consistent. If I know I've gotta do this, I do it, and I do it a lot harder. We'll be doing drop sets on that soon too. When I was in really good shape, I'd do a drop set on just about everything. All right, so the next one we do after this is bent over reverse fly. And then after that will be front raises in the same position we're in right now. And then after that will be wide upright row with the Smith machine. And then after that, we'll see. I think we'll do these and be done. We'll do 7 today. We won't do 2 medial. I'd rather do 2 posterior deltoid than 2 medial. And of course, frickin' TikTok shut down. God, I hate this. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Why would you make something that, you know, because most people just have a stream that lasts for 30 to 60 minutes. People aren't live longer than that. You're stupid to think that it would go any longer. TikTok knows. TikTok's the smartest. God, what a dumb platform. This is the stupidest thing. Last set of this. £290, guys. 290. My previous high was 269 when I was 29 years old. 290. $290, man. I look it, man. Come back. We'll come back, man. Got to. So many reasons why we have to. This is too light. Make sure, guys, when you're doing anything bent over like that, you keep your back straight. Keep your back straight so you don't have it bent over like that. That felt good. That felt really good. That last set felt awesome. It's a good cardio song, so is that. It's not lifting. Balls. Already getting dark. Not even 5 o'clock yet. We're 2 minutes off 5. How does that feel? Nope, it's too heavy. We got arms tomorrow, guys. We will be hitting arms tomorrow. For sure. have to gun my arm tonight. My right shoulder's super stiff. I don't know what from. Whew. Man. Huh. Balls. Ooh, front shoulder, man. Front raises for your ant delt. You can do it two ways. You can have an engaged grip or a neutral grip. Neutral grip with your thumb up is better for your rotator cuff. That's the way I like doing it. That's how I learned how to do it when I had my shoulder surgery in rehab. 2-year rehab. Just trying to zoom through these. Ooh. Got upright rows next. Then reverse flies on the cable. And we're done. 2 exercises, 6 sets after this one. Oh, balls, bro. Oh. Whew, I'm sweating on shoulder day. That's rare. I mean, it didn't used to be when I was in shape, but it's been rare since I've been an a fat you-know-what. Oh, shit, dude. Side, 4 on one side. I think we could try this. Yes. 4 on each side, number 4, and then we got a half weight. These last 2. Let me make sure I finish my intro. Money. All right, got the rest of the sugars and the BCAAs. Help us power through these last 2 exercises. Let's get it. That's pretty interesting. That's really interesting, actually. Okay, that would make a lot more sense. So usually, I feel pain in my left trap because I have a pinched nerve back there. That will go away once I lose weight and get more flexibility. But today, even when I was foam rolling, I felt some tightness back here. And like I said, my right shoulder has really, there's only been like really one time that my right shoulder gave me problems. And I was bench pressing way too much. But I was able to bench press more than that later on and it was fine. I think what happened, because I'm doing that and I don't feel it, you know, because my shoulder's tight, I would expect to feel it like right here in the front, right? Where they did surgery. I'm feeling it at the top of the trap. So that's gotta mean that it just needs to be stretched more from lifting it earlier, like a week or two ago. Because I have not done shrugs like in a long time, and I just started doing shrugs again for weight. So, you know, that can happen a lot of times too, is joints, one muscle. That's why I tell you stretching is so important, foam rolling is so important. So that's, and I have one of those guns that, it's like a massage therapy gun. I'm gonna hit my right shoulder with it tonight. I've been doing this left one and it's felt a lot better. But I really, yeah, dude. This one feels really tight. It'll go away. We'll be good. Don't you worry, guys. Last big exercise set. And then we got rear flies with the cable and we're done. Let's get her done. Let's do it. Money. It actually felt good toward the end. Felt like I loosened it up a little bit. Crossing our hands, stagger stance, which means one leg forward, one leg back. Finishing high. Ooh. Hour 35, not bad. We'll get out of here in an hour 40 after we make the protein shake. Whoever's on TikTok, welcome. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for watching. Well, thank you for watching, I should say. And now they're gone. So never mind. I am grateful for nothing. What's up, Javier? Over on TikTok. How you doing, my man? Yeah, one more set and we're done. One more set and the shoulder day is good. 7 exercises. We did front standing barbell press, and then we did barbell shrugs, and then we did seated dumbbell side raise, and then we did standing bent over reverse flies, and then we did seated dumbbell front raise, and then we did standing Smith machine upright rows, and the last thing we're doing is reverse flies. Now eventually I'll do a crossover reverse cable side raise, but A, my flexibility is not great right now, and B, I think this gets the job done for shoulders. I'm not trying to overdo it. One step closer to not being fat. One step closer. We are one step closer. Doesn't feel like it. Every day, I increase that number on the title of the stream. That is one day we are closer to our goal. Hopefully you guys are following along with me, so you're one day closer to whatever your fitness goal is, even if it's just being healthier. Supplement corner. Welcome, welcome. I know, it's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful place. So, this is my intro workout. We've done the pre. We'll grab that bottle just so we have it. All right. Pre-workout, done. Intro workout, done. Post-workout time. Just starting with the base of water. I think maybe we'll start doing milk when I stop being such a fat F. All right, like 8/10 water filled. Let's do, I think we're gonna do 20 grams of sugar. That should be good. 4 scoops, 5 grams fruit, 5. I'm American, I don't do well with the metric system. I'm just proud of myself that I know grams. All right. 20 grams of sugar. Creatine. 5 grams, that's 15 on the day. We did 5 grams in the beginning in our pre-workout. We did 5 grams in our intro workout. Now that's done. Now, if you watched the beginning of the stream, which I know you all did, now we're doing, instead of protein for energy, this is protein for recovery, but it's the same amount. Full scoop of whey. Whey is fast digesting. That's gonna get into our muscles right away. We'll get into it as soon as we start drinking it. And for God's sakes, guys, bring your gym shakes to the gym. Don't make them when you come home. Your digestion's optimal right now. I'm slamming this thing right now. This is Casein protein. Casein protein, slow digesting. Slow glycemic, meaning slow digesting. That's going to give us sustained protein for the rest of the foreseeable evening that we are awake. What up, Orion? Welcome back, my man. And I'll drink this, and I'll just do a little vlog right here for the next 2 to 3 minutes, however long it takes me to chug this thing. Whoa. Whoa. That shoulder day, guys. Oh man. Looking at those old photos is a mind F. Truly is. Makes me happy that I at least maximized my youth, but it makes me sad that I don't look like that anymore. Makes me really disgusted with myself and the choices I've made. For sure. That I'm now. I mean, I don't just have a gut. I have, like, as my former friend, not my friend anymore, and never again, but he used to tell me when I was this big, it looks like I'm smuggling 2 bowling balls out of a bowling alley. 1 bowling ball here and 1 here. I will never forget that. And you were never in as good a shape as me, even with steroids. Oh, man. Elijah! What's up, Elijah? Good to see you, my man. I hope everything's going well with you, bro. Good to see you, bro. Don't go apologizing that you haven't been in the stream. I know you're going through stuff, man, so I'm just happy to see you, bro, and I hope everything's going well. Don't you go apologizing, dude. We're doing Fortnite in probably like an hour and a half from now. So like 7 o'clock my time. Your mom's leaving the hospital tomorrow? Dude, thank God, man. God bless. That's so great, Elijah. That makes me really happy, dude. It's all good, man. I read it. I read it all the same, bro. It's all good. It's crazy that it takes me double the amount of time on a Fortnite stream to get the views that I get on this. Whoa, we're at 2 minutes and 45 seconds average duration. That's wild. Yesterday was like a minute 58. So we're increasing on that. That's good. That's really good. Look at all this, dude. Oh, man. I F around and find out. F-A-F-O. I definitely F-A'd and now I'm F-O'ing. Time to lose it though, man. I'm gonna show all of you how to do it. Or at least just show you it's possible. Man, I don't know what it is. The protein does not mix well with coffee. It mixes way better with water. And I don't understand how just running water through some coffee grounds, which is coffee, that's what coffee is, how that changes it molecularly so much that the protein won't mix in it. Ugh. All right, guys, we're almost done with this shake. Hour and 45 minutes stream. I didn't mean for it to go this long, it just did. There's that sugar. I know I put it in here. Just couldn't taste it. Remember, guys, the workout ends when you finish your post. Never go to the gym without your pre-workout, your intra-workout, and your post-workout. If you can't afford it, that's fine, I understand. Supplement the pre-workout and the post-workout with food, but also forgot to ask how you doing. And Elijah, you should know, my man, anytime I'm streaming, I'm having the time of my life. I appreciate you asking, though, my man. And I'm glad to hear that your mom is doing better and that she's gonna come home. That's just fantastic news. Really is. All right, guys, that is it for me. My workout is done because I finished my post-workout. So I'm gonna go sit in the sauna for an hour, and then I'm gonna cold plunge for like 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna shower, caffeinate up, and then we're gonna get in champs on Fortnite. And then I get to stop worrying about being fat, and then I need to start, and then I get to start worrying about why I'm not playing better in Fortnite. I'm gonna be watching box fight videos, improvement videos in the sauna, though. That is the deal. We do that every day. We'll get better. You just gotta stack these days together. That's really what it is. You create momentum by being consistent. You just gotta be consistent. And we're on this is day 14. And I believe we've been doing this for like a month now? Not even. I'll have to look back. Just out of curiosity. There, and I got my tablet right here. Out of curiosity. When was day 1? Day 1 of the gym stream. Day 7. Day 5. Day 3. Day 1 was 1 month ago. My garage was much filthier. When was it? November 28th. November 28th, and we started with shoulder day. Holy crap, I got 286 views. That's as many as I got yesterday. And I'm wearing the same thing I'm wearing now. How much thinner or fatter do I look? I look about the same. Oh, it's leg day. I don't know why it says shoulders. Jesus, that's depressing. I look just as fat. I look just as fat. Of course, that's before the holidays, too. All right, guys. You got me talking about stuff that I shouldn't be talking about. That's it for me. Peace and love. We will see you in a little bit for the Fortnite stream. Love all you guys. Thank you so much for watching me on this journey. We'll see you in a little bit for the Fortnite stream.